What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the reel of reality TV. So I saw the mid-season trailer for the Love and Marriage Huntsville show that I am not watching. I really have not been tuning in. And I wanted to talk about a clip. I'm not going to play the clip from that trailer, but I'll put the link in the description box so if you want to see it and listen to it again. Well, here's the thing. They're on this girls' trip, and Stormi is speaking about her run-in with the law off of the strength of a warrant that was issued apparently for her arrest due to what she said was harassing communications, which is what the charge was. It wasn't the choice of the victim, per se, to have her charged with that. All they go by is what the evidence is, and then from that, they will come out with what the charge or charges will be. So here's the thing. Stormi was asking Melody, where do you stand on that? And honestly, Melody's response was, I don't have to tell you bleep. And while some people may find that to be offensive or, well, why couldn't she just say, no, it wasn't right or whatever? People have to remember Stormi's mother had been going off on Melody for quite some time. And even before Melody had opened the door for Stormi and her mom and family to be a part of the show. So honestly, I would feel some type of way too if I was Melody about, well, why do I have to tell you how I feel? Because obviously I don't think it's right, but how do you stand on your mom talking crap about me? And so at this point in time, I don't really feel the need to share my opinion on the matter because what I think really doesn't even matter, because the truth of the matter is they found probable cause, I should say, to file charges against her and issue a warrant for her arrest. So even though this person was a so-called fan, like, what person out there that is a public figure that may have followers that may do things that are beyond their scope of what they would see as adoration for them by going to measures to do things that they would not do and have had absolutely nothing to do with, would feel like it is their responsibility to come out and make like this public statement on social media. They could, but why would they have to do something like that, especially when it's like one person that did that? Seriously. If this woman has over 500,000, whatever, followers on just her Instagram account alone, what would make her think that she would come out and make a statement about what this one person did? So whether people feel like what the person did was right or wrong, because I talked about that a little bit before when it actually did happen. And my opinion was, I did feel like that woman going to the warehouse was a bit much, because nobody goes to someone's warehouse to purchase products. So in my personal opinion, I didn't feel that she should have went there. But the things that Stormi said to her, Stormi could be as unprofessional as she wanted to be. That's her right. Is it something that I would do as a business owner? No. To be just disrespectful and yelling and shouting at someone that I didn't like coming to my place of business. I wouldn't do that, especially when they didn't come there with that energy. But the words that she spoke were words that the cops could see as threats. She talked about physically harming this woman. So if she was just saying, you raggedy bee, get off my property, I don't believe that they would have issued a warrant for her arrest. So I'm just saying the words that she chose to use in that moment, and it was on video, that's what got her there. So it's not Melody's she doesn't have to. She could have if she wanted to, but for her to expect Melody to state how you really feel, where do you stand on this? And for Melody in that moment in time to say, I don't have to say bleep, she really did not have to. She didn't have to. It's her choice and decision to do what she wants to do. If she takes the time to sit and address certain things when she feels like doing it, it's because she chose to do so. She chose not to get involved in that. And I quite frankly could understand why. She probably is trying to disassociate herself from that as much as possible because she does not want to make it look like she had anything to do with it when I don't believe that she did. That was that person's choice to go to Stormi's warehouse, to show up there for whatever she said her intentions were. I don't care. She showed up there. That was her actions, her decision to do that. Melody didn't have any involvement in that. So honestly, when she didn't have any involvement in that, I don't believe that it's her place to come out and say, now, you know, girl, that ain't right. Because then it could give the appearance of we have connected, we have spoken. I gave you a wink and a nod. You told me what you was going to do. And I was like, say less. I don't believe Melody wants to have anything to do with that because honestly, it is a bit awkward when people like, you know, Melody and others who have been on these reality shows where they have kind of made people feel like they are touchable, they are relatable, they are, you know, they may call their name if they do a live and they see them in the chat or whatever. But it doesn't mean that she's your friend. It doesn't mean that she wants to get to know you. It doesn't mean that she has this trust factor with you. She's just being a businesswoman. And a part of her brand is to have her presence shown as much as possible and being down to earth and making, you know, people feel the connection and getting to know, like, and trust her because that's what business and sales is all about. That's just the truth. It's the truth. She's a businesswoman. She is doing what all others do in the industry of business and commerce and sales. If nobody likes you, they're not going to buy your stuff. People like her, so they're going to buy her stuff, and they do. So she didn't want to have any involvement in that. It's like, listen, I don't know who told her to do that, but I'm not going to get on here and make a statement about, well, girl, I don't know why you would go. Like, no, that's not her business. And she's got 4 children, all this other stuff she's doing. Is she going to take the time out of her day to come out and address a nutty situation between Stormi and this content creator that didn't have anything to do with her? Even if the woman said, which I don't believe she did that. I don't believe this is the case. But even if this woman said before she went on the property grounds, I love Melody. And I am here because I am a Melody fan and I can't stand Stormi. So I want to show people as much as possible how Stormi has a terrible business and terrible products. So come on, guys, let's go. And she's marching up to the property. Even if that woman said and did those things, that doesn't have anything to do with Melody. Melody didn't tell anybody to do that. That was her choice to do that type of stuff. So I'm quite sure in situations like this, Melody don't want no parts of it, okay? Because there are sometimes just conversations that happen on camera where she's like, you know what, I'm out. And she'll just get up and walk out. So I digress. When I saw that little clip, I said, wow, like what was she really expecting Melody to do? She hasn't told her mama to stand back and stand by. So she's expecting Melody to do the same for a content creator that she doesn't even know personally. One of her fans got me arrested. Guess what? For harassing communications. So she's either implying, it could be all of the above, but I'm saying she's either implying that you had Martell arrested for harassing communications, and now this woman had me arrested for the same thing. So that's your MO. So she's either implying that, or she's implying I got arrested for harassing communications, which is ridiculous, and you had Martell arrested for harassing communications, and that's also ridiculous. Or, like I said, she could be insinuating and implying all of the above when it comes to that. So I'm quite sure Melody was picking up some of the things that she was putting down, and she was just like, I'm not going to engage in this. So that's why she said, I don't have to tell you, bleep. And I can't fault her for that. So I just wanted to talk about that for a minute, because when I saw that, I was like, seriously, you're asking someone who is very well known, you know, pretty much on celebrity status at this point in time, to come out and address what a fan of hers had happened to her. I just don't see how she would think that that would be something Melody would do. Melody has held back on a lot when it came to her ex-husband. And not just the ex-husband, but the side chick, side piece, the thorn in her flesh that was literally trying to destroy her marriage. Like the real definition of trying to destroy a marriage, not this bullcrap that Tisha was talking about, where someone was making a comment or insinuations or possible accusations and allegations about her husband and his philandering ways, allegedly. That's not trying to destroy a marriage. But what the whole that hotel was sleeping with, not even sleeping with, but doing everything but sleeping with, that was the definition of destroying a marriage. And honestly, she did Melody a favor, because Melody has been doing nothing but increasing and excelling since she let go of that situation. But there's a whole lot. When that disgusting little bird was doing the videos and going on lives and all of the social media posts and everything that she was doing about Melody, that Melody didn't come out and address all of that. So you expect Melody to come out and address something a fan did, something that she was involved with a fan. Melody wasn't even involved in it. It was someone that admires or is a stan of Melody. Honestly, that's definitely something that you don't even want to address, because that's just weird. Anyway, guys, I'm off of that. Again, like I said, the entitlement of some of these people on this show is just absolutely hilarious to me. Honestly, it's quite comical, because I could always think back to another situation to justify why Melody wouldn't do A, B, and C, or X, Y, and Z when it comes to certain situations and the people on the show. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.